Can you tell us a little bit more about that next relationship that you manifested? Because you said in order to cope with your grief, part of your healing was to disconnect so that you could be a little bit safe. And you inadvertently manifested a mirror, which was someone that was also a little bit disconnected.
Yeah, and I didn't actually see the signs. I thought it was a very fun, loving, healthy relationship, and
it was for a time.
It was for a time, but I wanted that. I wanted that separateness and to have, you know, different sort of lifestyles and things. And it manifested in a way that our lives, it was like living with a flatmate in many ways. And I lost myself for a little while.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
I lost myself.
So it felt like a disconnected, sort of disjointed connection?
My heart was disconnected. And essentially it was things stemming from my childhood, from Anthony's passing away, from not really tuning in to where I was at vibrationally, thinking things were okay, thinking there was something wrong with me. Yeah. And I can't blame my partner in the relationship. I can't blame me. It was simply where we were at in our lives.
Yeah.
It was an energetic connection. And when I realised where things were at, and I could see things very clearly, and you were a huge help in terms of me being able to understand what a strong energy that I, you know, have and able to give to the world. That's when I started to disconnect from the relationship in a healthy way without trying to control things. And that's something that I think I definitely was brought up in a very sort of controlling environment from my mum. That's something that she did to cope. And that's something I brought into my life. Anthony, he definitely had that control. And my partner after Julian, sorry, his name was Julian, yes, he definitely had that control as well, and I'm sure to some elements I did as well.
Of course.
So it all manifests, it all comes from the heart.
Yeah.
And when you can recognise it and go, wow, it's an aha moment.
Yeah, yeah, you're absolutely right.
And so when you stop trying to go, I just want to change that about him, I want to do this and change that. That's when things start changing in your life, when you go, you know what, I can only fix myself, and if you aren't working and I'm working, then basically you start to sort of live different lives, I guess, together, and that is when you sort of realise that you're either going to make this work or they're going to come with you or they're not going to come with you. And I do believe that to some extent people can change, but I think that
they have to want to, though,
they have to want to. That a shock, but a shock isn't going to change someone. That you know, saying I'm going to do this or that, that's not going to change someone. Yeah, they have to actually go, you know what, I really love the way that you are living your life. I want to, you know, I want to come there with you, or vice versa. It's not good or bad, it's just where you're at. It's where your learning experience is at, and that's what life is. It's a journey.
It is a journey.